talking about the tales that never tire. Ghosts and ghouls up in the trees, whispering secrets on the breeze. Down in the holler where shadows hide, lights flicker where the spirits glide. They swear they saw Jim, now gone, walking around with his boots still on. Unseen things in the Appalachian night, haunted fields where the moon don't lie. Cryptids howl and the stories flow. Jenn and Coco, they surely know.
Hi, good evening, everybody.
We're back.
We are back after, I don't know.
Weeks?
I don't
2
know. It's been a
weeks.
while. I had surgery, and I'm doing okay. Here we are. Yeah. I'm not prepared, of course, tonight,
We're never prepared.
but we're going to talk about a place that I've actually got to investigate overnight before. You've visited there, haven't you?
Trans-Allegheny?
Yeah.
I don't think, no.
You haven't been to the
there.
haunted house or anything during Halloween? No.
I've
Wow.
been to,
Moundsville.
yeah.
Okay. We'll have to go there.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're open again for the season. It's really expensive to rent. I love the place, but yeah, I mean, if you got
can rent the whole place.
yeah, but it's like, I want to say like on the weekend, maybe somebody can like comment. I don't know. It's like over $2,000.
Oh, good Lord.
Maybe even like close to 3,000. I don't remember, but you can go. They have like various through the year or the season. They have various like public hunts, and the
I
place is
saw
so
that,
huge.
yeah.
It's like $100 a person, so it's really cool.
We'll
So
have to
definitely
do
check
that.
it out, or go for the daytime. I like the daytime tour because I like to take pictures and videos and all that. So what's been going on with you?
Not much. I live a very quiet life. Just
Yeah.
me and my dog. You know.
I
don't do shit. Unless it's with you.
So you haven't done much in the last few weeks.
I haven't.
I-
I haven't been doing anything, honestly.
I only took
I
like
work and that's it.
I feel like it's been so long. I only took a week off of work, but I feel like it's just been so long since I've done this.
It's had to have been at least 3 weeks since we've
Yeah,
sat here.
yeah. There's just a lot. There's a lot going on. Ooh, we got a comment.
Such is life.
Hi,
Hi,
Holly.
Holly.
For anybody who's listening on Spotify, we are technically live right now, so we are commenting to friends that pop up and want to say something, as StreamYard does. So I know, I feel like I'm like really like
I
right
know.
now. I'm trying
like-
not to be. We have another Girls and Ghouls event this weekend. Last minute, we have
Excited about
a
that.
last minute ticket if you are interested. But yeah, it's on Saturday.
At Hinsdale.
Hinsdale House, so that'll be fun. Yeah, I'm like,
excited for that.
obviously when we planned these, it was like way in advance. So like when I got my surgery date, I didn't realize. I mean, like at least it wasn't the same week, but like I didn't realize because I'm like still really tired. Like I'm working, but I'm still really tired. But besides that, I can't really complain. Like I've had a lot better of a healing recovery process than a lot of people that I've talked to. Vomiting and all that fun stuff.
Oh, yeah, I never had any problems.
No.
I was back to work in a week.
Yeah.
To like a physical job at that time.
I have lifting restrictions. I can't lift over so much, but yet my backpack with my laptop and everything when I went to the office today, I'm like, this definitely is like 30 to 40 pounds. So I carried that a few times, so I can't keep doing that, but I'm, you know. So, okay. Tonight, Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. Pretty kick-ass place. Very intimidating looking from the outside. It is
a huge place.
It's a Kirkbride building, which is like a certain, I don't know, architecture. Yeah. It's
Now I read that like the main building is like cool, but like the wings, like there's like a lot of like stuff that's like in ruin, like deteriorating, like it's not being kept up.
So there,
other than like the main part of the building.
I know there's like the main part. They fixed up a lot for like their tours. When you start going upstairs or in the basement, that's a little bit more like rough. There is a TB building off to the side that's really rough, but they have the haunted house like in that building.
A TV building?
TB, like TB.
Oh, TB, like tuberculosis.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's some other building in the back. There's a few buildings. I haven't been in all of them personally. I've just been in like the main building and then that TV building for the haunted house.
He's in West Virginia, right?
Yeah, it's about like 2 hours or so south of here in Pittsburgh. But yeah, they have all kinds of different they'll have like events, like a Mother's Day event. They'll have like a car show on the lawn. It's got a huge
Mother's Day at the Lunatic Asylum.
Funny story. Well, I'd like that. But a funny story is that like back when my oldest daughter just turned 18, when she was like, I don't even want to, like 9, I don't even know. We went for like a fall fest. Mm-hmm. There's a picture of her, like she's like, woo. If you go on Trans-Allegheny and look at their cover photos, they used it. One year. It was my daughter, like, woo, in the front of Trans-Allegheny, like a little girl. It was so funny. They didn't ask me to use it, but they used it. And because I love the place so much, but could have hooked the sister up with like some free tickets or something.
Yeah, for real.
For using my kid's photo.
Yeah.
But that was a long time ago. But yeah, so we're talking about the ghosts. And like I said, I'm having a bang issue.
Yeah, I was trying to fix it on camera, but I couldn't figure out which way to move my hand.
Because it's like
backwards.
Yeah, so I got distracted. I've investigated there overnight, and there was definitely some stuff that could not be explained. My old team did a 1 or 2 part documentary called Discombobulated in the Dark. My old teammate Mikey, he actually like at one point was like down in the one room. I think it was down in the basement. And it said like it was very intelligent, like through that spirit box, like it was answering very intelligent questions. And then I had some cool stuff happen, like in the room that's supposed to be Lily's, but like there's no proof that there was a little girl named Lily, but there was, I think, a woman named Lily. Whatever. I still had like some really awesome interaction, like flashlight stuff where she turned it on for me. I asked her to make it brighter. She made it brighter. And I'm not a big orb person, but like on the camera, we told her to touch the REM pod. You see this orb go fast into the REM pod and then it lights up.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So like I said, that's on video somewhere. It's on the internet somewhere. So like I don't know.
Remember that orb in my house that I caught on the kitchen camera?
Yeah, that was weird. It like went into your ceiling.
It went from where like the camera it was in the kitchen, like directly into the wall. Like it looks like it's flying out the window, but it goes straight into the wall.
That's crazy.
I know.
That's so. You were gonna bring up she get your phone.
I do. Let me get my research.
Let's see if it's
Nobody's watching.
Doesn't matter.
I know. I just noticed it went down to 0.
That's all right. We're
losers.
So like we, I don't know what I was saying. Oh, there's some stuff that like stories I've heard, things I've dealt with. I don't know if it's on there, but there's like this bedpost murder room. That story is
bedpost murder
that happened there. It's horrible. So I don't have this is just me from memory. I don't have all the facts in front of me.
Look it up real quick.
You can. So back then, this was back in, I think in the 80s, they would just stick like people with, disabilities with freaking like crazy people, no offense to crazy people, but like they would, but in this case, these people that they stuck him with were like crazy, bad people, 2 guys. And like he would like crawl around on the floor and like, you know, he was like like childlike or whatever. And apparently, and this is very graphic, so I'm sorry in advance. You know, if you get sensitive to this, then maybe fast forward. But essentially, the two bad, crazy people in the room with him, they held him down. They got the bedpost on his temple, and then they slammed down and
oh boy,
and,
that's
killed him. And that's horrible. So when I was
Jesus.
there, my ex and I were in that room. First off, that's probably the creepiest area of the entire at nighttime. Like that night, that was like gave me I was so not at ease in there. And it wasn't in the room because my ex saw something dark like crawling across the floor, almost like that. Well, like the boy, like he used to crawl across the floor.
That just gave me the heebie-jeebies. I literally.
But I didn't feel bad in there. But it felt like outside of the door there was something waiting. But like we were like doing the REM pod with him, and like I didn't realize that this happened in the 80s. I thought this happened like back in the day, or at least like 50s, or you know what I mean, back in the day. And like so we're like, what's, you know, what music do you like, who's your favorite singer or whatever. And like I'm naming all these like Johnny Cash, you know, like all the old stuff that like usually, you know, is what it is, and like nothing's going off. And then my ex was just like, what about Madonna? And like like, and then I'm like, he's like, you know, it was happened in the 80s. Like, that he, you know, I'm like, no, I had no idea. That makes so much sense though, that it was Madonna. But like, that was cool. But like I said, like as soon as we got out of there, like my ex is a big dude. I just kind of like hid behind him and like pushed him, like, get me the hell out of here. But yeah, so like, I don't know, lots of creepy stuff. That place.
Did you get any names when you were there?
I didn't personally. Others might have. This was very, like, I mean, I've been involved with the paranormal and like stuff like that for a while, but this was like early on in like the team and like just me going on like investigations in like that capacity of like a team with equipment, you know what I mean? So this was kind of like, I think if I went now, it would be very different.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'd be as nervous because I'm not as nervous. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not that the place we're going this weekend, for example, can be very like just letting you just letting you know.
You said you've had like a lot of action there.
Lorraine Warren and a priest apparently like in the 70s or something like did an exorcism on the actual house. I'm
nervous what's gonna happen like
well when you do the Estes you get like,
I know, I go into like a trance. It's the craziest thing. Like I have like no control over my limbs. Like my hands will just be like.
Yeah, we were at the last event.
Such a weird feeling.
We were at Wildwood, and I was asking questions, and somebody else was doing it too. But you were like on that table, like the medical table, and your like arms were like this, and you just were like moving around. Yeah. And they're like, "Is she okay?" But it made for like really good entertainment. So I'm like,
that's why I was saying we got to start recording our SD sessions so we know like. I want to know, like, when somebody's asking a question, like, are we answering it? Like, what's coming through?
And this place is, like, not very big. Like, Hinsdale's not a big place. I'm really hoping the weather's good, but, you know, Western New York, even if it's okay here, it could still be crappy. Yeah. I've never been there when it's nice. We could do a fire, but, like, the grounds feel like you can feel it. You'll be able to tell. At night, it's like, it's so wild. Excited. And then you like trek up the hill to the giving tree and you like give an offering or whatever. But like, yeah, everything just feels like.
We have to do that though, go up to the.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Of course. But yeah, it's definitely like.
Saturday is showing 66 in rain, but.
I can handle rain. I went up there in snow. I literally.
Not rain in the evening while we'll be there. So it actually will probably be like, might be a nice night for a fire if it's like 60s, 50.
Yeah. There's a own little lake on there too, like a little small.
Do they
lake.
Have wood there, or do we need to?
I believe Daniel.
All right, we need to talk about ghosts.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry.
We'll
we only have 15 minutes.
All right. We can stay on whatever. So
yeah,
there's actually several ghosts that are named here on this list for
Okay.
Trans-Allegheny, which is Little Lily, which we already talked about,
Yeah.
but you said there's really no.
Well, somebody just, I don't know if it was like the.
Wasn't she like the daughter of a patient?
Well, that's what they say, but they think that, I think it was Ghost Adventures, like made that up, because there is now an asylum. The actual like asylum now is new, and it's behind, like up on the hill, like the actual,
like an actual asylum.
Yeah, like the real, like the new one. But like I don't know,
like there's people in.
Yeah,
oh.
And I don't know if it's like them that released it or something from West Virginia tourism. I don't know, but basically that like the story of Lily, like there's no proof. They've gone through all the records. There's no proof that there was a little girl there, but there was an adult woman there named Lily. So
could maybe she just be coming across as a little girl?
Maybe.
Acting as a little girl? Maybe. I don't know. It's also lists a ghost named Elizabeth, who is said to roam the hallways of the asylum. Dean, a patient who reportedly died in his bed and said to linger in his room. Slewfoot, a mysterious spirit that visitors are advised to avoid. Have you ever heard of Slewfoot?
No.
I'll open it up and it should tell us more about it. The Joker, a patient whose spirit is said to be seen in the forensics building. And then Shadow Man, who is a shadowy figure that has been reported by most visitors.
Yeah, there's always a Shadow Man.
Yeah, I feel like there's Shadow Man everywhere. So Slewfoot. Does this tell the story of Slewfoot? No one knows how the man known as Slewfoot got his nickname. Supposedly, he roamed the upper floors and killed and tortured people in the upstairs bathroom. To this day, he haunts the bathroom in the upstairs floor. Some of the residential ghosts considered less hostile are Ruth, Civil War soldiers, nurses. Okay, that's not the same.
Yeah, because they did like Civil War stuff down there.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And then let's not forget all the lobotomies that took place there, because that was a big thing there.
Yeah, they did a lot of fucked up shit at these asylums back in the day. And I feel like, I mean, once somebody's there, and what are you gonna do once they start like killing people? Like they're already fucking criminally insane.
Yeah.
Did they like send them to jail, or do they just keep them there in the ward? And they're like, Slewfoot's at it again. He's up there murdering people.
I don't know. Like they just stuck everybody there. You could stick, like, if you're a man, you could put your wife there because she has PMS.
Yeah.
And then your wife could not check herself out. If you wanted to get rid of your wife and you're a man, you could just check her in and never check her out.
Yeah,
you could only
fucked up.
You could only
insane.
check her out. Hi, Karma.
Hello.
You can only check her out if,
Yeah.
if the man did. So if he wanted to get rid of her, like I don't know. That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know. Oh my God. Could you imagine if things were still like that and you needed a man to...
We couldn't even have a bank account up until the 70s or something.
I would not have fared well back in the day. I would have been such a rebel. I probably would be in a mental institution.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
I found
getting a lobotomy.
I found a entry on Reddit from a tour guide that was there for 10 years.
Oh wow, okay.
So I will read this.
I must not have clicked on that because I did look through a bunch of Reddit stuff.
So the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, formerly known as Weston State Hospital, is a Kirkbride building that housed the mentally ill from 1864 to 1994. In 2007, it was privately purchased and has become a museum, historic location, and ghost hunting spot. It has a most unpleasant and dark history that I've regaled to thousands of people. Is that how you say that word? And it pains me to be an expert on the subject. In 2021, remember, this is coming from a former tour guide. In 2021, I retired from my position as a guide and ghost hunt event manager under severe burnout. After all that I experienced there, it solidified in my mind that the paranormal things that defy rational explanation do indeed happen, and certain phenomena are absolutely real. especially electronic voice phenomenon, especially. It's almost October and I'm feeling a little spooky, so here are a couple of strange things I experienced in my time there. One evening, while training for the job, I was on the first floor with a couple of coworkers while everyone else was touring upstairs. We were just kind of killing time, quietly observing the area. Light from the outside was coming in through the windows, casting on the inner hall's wall. In that light, I watched the perfect silhouette of a man from head to hip walk through that light from left to right. I said something about it, and the three of us watched as an arm and hand moved into the light from the right side. I immediately ran into the room and began looking out that window for someone outside. There was no one there at that time. The realization that from the ground to the bottom of the window is like 7 feet didn't even occur to me. I will never forget the crisp, clear silhouette shape for as long as I live. They also went on to say we would run experiments with a spirit box. One person would use that with noise-canceling earbuds, as we know as the SCs. All they're able to hear is the radio static and the blips of the random station. When they hear a word or phrase, they're to say it out loud. One evening, my coworker and I ran one of these experiments in a notorious room where a murder in 1987 took place. That is the bedpost murder room.
Okay. 1987.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
For 10 minutes, I sat and listened to nothing but radio static through the spirit box. No blips of radio, nothing except of the static. LOL, I was starting to get bored when I heard a woman's voice say evil, so I spoke up and repeated the word evil. Next thing I know, my coworker is shining her flashlight in my face to get my attention. I pull out the earbud and she was practically frantic saying, "It's time to go, time to go." So we haul ass out of the room, down the hall, down to the next hall to the center section before she would even tell me what happened. While I was hearing nothing but static, she said she kept hearing what sounded like someone shuffling their feet and walking around just outside the door. Did I not just say that?
Yeah.
She said she spoke up and asked, "Whoever is out in the hallway, are they nice?" That's when I spoke out and said evil. I got goosebumps.
Yeah, that
because
just
I've never
gave me a shiver.
I've never read this before. So that's crazy. And I like when things get verified like that. Because I knew that felt weird. Yeah. Let me check what Karma says.
I don't know.
Get
out of there. Get out of there. This also applies to 18th, early 19th in UK and other. Oh,
I know.
That's basically what you said.
Yeah, that's messed up.
It is messed up.
Okay, so he also, I think it's a he, continues on. In the wee hours one night, we figured it would be cool to see what would happen if we shut all the doors of the ward. One of the doors, as I was closing it, the knob twisted in my hand. I was not twisting the knobs, and it was forcibly pulled closed. I stood there for several moments, opening and closing that door, trying to replicate what happened, trying to explain it. Finally, the person with me was like, "What the hell are you doing?" It was so weird. I'd never felt an invisible force like that before. I had 3 people spend the night one night, and they had thermal imaging video. They set it up pointing down the hall where we could all watch on a tablet. We thought it would be interesting to leave a device at the far end of that hall that would alarm if the field around it was disturbed. As one of the dudes walked down to the hall to put it there, we could see his form on thermal imaging, clearly human shape in colors representing heat and warmth. When he walked by one of those doorways about 1/4 of the way down the ward, the shape of a head, neck, shoulders, and upper body of a person in colors indicating cooler temperatures peeked out as he walked by. Like someone popped out of the room for a second as he walked to check him out. I've never seen anything like it. I won't forget it and would give my left testicle, if I had one, for a copy of that footage. This is not me saying that. That happened a lot. A guest capturing something far out and not sending a copy to us.
Yeah, that would have been cool to see.
Yeah. So,
we have a thermal camera?
I don't have a thermal camera. Let me get my drink real quick.
We need one of those.
I know. I need a lot of stuff. I'm like, I really love the spirit box. Like I got my new little like lantern that's like a REM pod.
Yeah.
But like, I really love the spirit box. Like, I don't know. It's just scanning radio frequency. So like when things come through, it's kind of like,
I've had my spirit talker on. Whenever you were reading, it said, "I've been here 50 years.
Oh.
We have power. I'm upset."
Nice.
All while you were reading.
Yeah. Oh, karma. So my house, I don't do anything in it. I'm in my basement right now. I never turn spirit boxes on, anything like that. So like, I don't know, about a month ago, I turned my spirit box on and I just said, is anybody here? And it just said, hi, Jen. And that was it. Didn't say anything else. I've never gotten anything else.
That's so wild.
But I don't know. I don't know if there's anything here. Let's see. My name is Michael. Cement shoes. I don't know.
Michael wears cement shoes.
Yeah.
Michael, are you really here? You've been here for 50 years. What if Michael's buried in the floor of your basement?
Hey, maybe. This
Caleb.
Hi, Caleb.
Hi, Caleb.
This when's this house from? 1963. So it's been over 50 years, obviously. So you never know.
Fred.
I don't know. The apps, I'm like, there's sometimes those things happen with the apps, and then sometimes like, I don't know.
Did I tell you I turned this on when Maudie was over one night?
Yeah, no.
I turned it on, and the first thing it said is dark entity here.
Oh my god. Maudie's African American.
Yeah, so
That's messed up.
The spirit talker was like, there's a dark entity here.
Up.
And then as soon as it said that, he reached into his pocket and like grabbed like a lifesaver mint, took it out and put it in his mouth, and it said breath.
That's fun.
It said like a couple more things, and then it said Spanish donkey, and he was like, is he talking about your Honduran lover next? I'm like, this spirit talker is fucking wild.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we definitely have to do an investigation at Trans-Allegheny.
Yeah, like probably just like
that would be awesome.
Probably just like unless somebody like invites us.
Yeah, somebody should invite us.
You do have something that checks on you back and forth. Huh. Well, hopefully it's something nice. Like whatever it said, hi Jen, it wasn't like I don't feel icky or anything like that.
Yeah.
You know, like
I never feel scared like of anything in my
We
house.
have had some weird stuff, like things kind of fall at us or like get thrown at us, kind of like joking around. Or like one time my boyfriend's son, he has autism. He like picked up my smaller dog and put him up on the stool in the kitchen. He didn't mean to, but he left him in there. And they went in the living room and something, I wasn't home, but something whistled for Rick. And it like, so like almost like, hey, go get the dog. He left him on there.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was crazy.
That is crazy.
What do you mean nothing to be worried about right now?
Yeah. There's nothing here now.
Oh, you know me. I'm G.I. Jen, remember Karma? She's the one that whenever I was at Bel Air House.
What? I don't know.
Oh, so when I went to Bel Air House, like I come in, like, you know how I come in and like I was blessing things and like there's spirits at Bel Air that like did not like me. Like I got pushed.
Yeah.
And stuff, like they did not like me. They don't like my like religious views or anything like that. And like Karma was saying like they didn't really like me there. And like she said I was like G.I. Jen coming in there, like, you know, because I'm kind of like aggressive, you know. But that's like if you're gonna have fight or flight, like I'm gonna fight. Between fight and flight. I'm not gonna run, I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight the air.
I'm gonna make a TikTok of you fighting a ghost. Put the Rocky theme behind it. It's just Jen all over the place.
It's not gonna harm you. He's just drawn to your energy. Oh, you know, it's got some competition.
Yeah.
I'll tell Rick you got some competition.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my ghost lover.
Yeah.
If you keep it up. No.
Oh my God.
There's definitely a lot of energy in my house with like all the like, they're not kids. It's like everybody's an adult here, but
smorgasbord.
Yeah, nice.
I'm gonna call you smorgasbord from now on. It's your new nickname.
My daughter used to call me meat stick because I liked meat sticks all the time.
You still do?
I do. I can't eat them yet because of my bariatric surgery, but
you do love a good meat stick.
I do. I can't wait till I can like eat steak again. I know, like She's not the V word, but she is vegetarian. Right? Can we say vegetarian?
I don't eat dairy.
I don't know what you are. You're an
Don't
alien.
label me.
She's not labeled. She doesn't eat meat, basically.
I don't eat meat or dairy, but eggs sometimes.
Yeah. I love steak, though. I love eggs.
I've never liked steak.
No, you
I
haven't.
was never
It has to be
a red meat or like a pork eater. I was like a chicken
I don't
person.
care as much about pork. Don't get me wrong, bacon can be good sometimes. But I don't really care that much about pork. A good barbecue chicken and then like a good cooked steak. But it's got to be a good cooked steak. It can't be like, I don't like steak from like the house. Oh, sorry. I don't know why that would have happened. But yeah. So, why are you making this face at me
Because
for?
you're talking about steak. We have to have another investigation in my basement.
We're investigating with some of my old teammates on June 6th at the Denny house again. I stole some of my friends for the night. So I'm not going to say which ones, but almost all of them except for like my ex and like the other main one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's nice. It'll be nice that we can all.
Yeah, I'm excited to
all get together because I miss investigating with some of them. We get to investigate with Phil and Troy still, sometimes, but it'll be nice to investigate with some of the other ones that I haven't got to in a while. So I'm excited. And then when's the next podcast? Let me look.
In 2 weeks.
Okay.
In 2
weeks.
It
isn't because I am busy that night.
Oh.
So it'll be May 8th. So May 8th. So another little,
What are we discussing then?
I don't know. What do you want to discuss? Want to go back to Pittsburgh again?
What?
Do more Pittsburgh ghosts?
We could.
Maybe. We'll think about it. I got a few weeks to
Or we
out.
can always discuss what happens at Hinsdale, too. We have a lot to talk about.
Huh.
Interesting.
Well, do have an amusement park not far from here. So if it's somebody from like a long time ago, Kennywood's been around since the early late 1800s.
I think it's over 100.
Yeah, Kennywood's over 100 years old. It has a Ferris wheel and it's literally 30 minutes from here. So, I mean, everybody around here goes there. So maybe.
Wonder if anybody ever died at Kennywood.
Oh yeah, people have died at Kennywood.
We should do Kennywood ghosts.
We should see if there are Kennywood. Yeah, we'll do Kennywood ghosts. Yes, that's what we'll do. Kennywood ghosts.
Yeah.
In a couple weeks, 3 weeks on May 8th. Let me put that in my phone. Ooh, I have a mammogram that day.
Ooh. Squash and titties.
Wow, squash and titties. Well, my boyfriend's named Richard also.
It's Richard.
Which is funny.
Richard.
Yeah, my current partner is
Hi Brookie.
Richard.
Your current partner.
Hi Brooke. My current partner. My love muffin.
Just kidding. I love you guys. I just have to show my disdain for love.
Oh, shut up.
I'm not a mushy gushy girl.
Yeah. I'm not
Maybe
either.
One day.
But I am now. Only with certain people.
Definitely not with Monty. I sit there and fucking... Yes.
Yeah, we're excited to see you too,
We're
Brooke.
super excited.
Just a reminder to people on Spotify, we are live right now, so we are talking in real time to people in the comment section. But it's 30.
Does anybody listen to our Spotify?
I don't know. I mean, he's always looking to change careers. Right now, he's like helping out with my mom. He's like got his son who's 22, and he's like taking care of him. You know, he always wants to do more though. He used to do he does everything. Cars, work with cars. He like flipped houses, things like that. Hi, Mandy.
Hi, Mandy. Well, everybody comes on like
I know.
whenever
Where have
we're
you guys been all night?
We started at 7, not 7:30.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
We're about to get off here, and everybody's here hanging out.
We could just stay on and bullshit.
We could.
Or are you tired? Oh, Brooke sent a blank.
Yeah.
I don't have anything else
I mean,
to
I'm
talk
always
about.
tired.
I know.
I'm exhausted. I need to.
Chronically fatigued.
Now I got to go make my little portion of food. I got. Hi, Alyssa.
Hi, Alyssa.
I got
Hi, BB girl.
What did I get? Oh,
Mama
I got.
misses you.
I got approved to do soft foods. So I'm real excited. I'm gonna make that freaking ricotta bake.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. So I'm allowed to do soft foods now. That'll be like
That was good.
4 to 6 weeks or something, and then I'll get to move to like actual foods.
What is 12 here for me? So I'm gonna what? I'm going a few, but...
Huh. I will talk to him. Thank you. I'll talk to him about that. He was a Marine too. But yeah, he had some stuff going on. Like he did different things. Yeah, my face is getting thinner. She's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But like seriously,
Skinny
but this
bitch.
is no, I'm not skinny, but like I got a ways to go. But like it's nice because my face, like it's weird because it was so fast. Like from January to like April, or yeah, no. When did I start the liquid diet? Like the day after your birthday. So like the beginning of April. I had only lost like 5 or 6 pounds. And then I'm up to like 30 now or 31. But like literally all the rest of it has been in like the last like 2.5 weeks.
It goes
so
really
that's
fast.
crazy. So as long as it's not a stripper or pole dancer. No. He wasn't a stripper in his past. Imagine Rick just being like,
oh my God. He'd probably get into it, honestly.
He would. I have videos of him dancing. He doesn't like to dance in public, though. He's like real weird about that. He's like, I look stupid. I'm like, yeah, so do I, but don't stop me from going out there.
Who cares, honestly?
All right. So like we said, 3 weeks, May 8th, we'll be back again. We are going to be talking about the ghosts of Kennywood Park, local amusement park to Pittsburgh. Still open, over 100 years old. So definitely be here on time.
Yeah.
Be here on time.
Be here at 7 sharp. $1 for $1.
And yeah, thanks to you guys that stopped by tonight. And
we'll talk about Hinsdale too, because if we have some stuff happen,
maybe we'll even go live at Hinsdale at some point this
should.
weekend. So definitely make sure you're following the Appalachian Ghost Girls page. I post more on the group because the group seems to get more traction than the actual page. So go to the group. It's Appalachian Ghost Girls Podcast and Adventures or something like that.
She does all the social media stuff. I don't know what's going on. I just show up and look cute.
Good night, Karma.
Good night, Karma.
And good night to everybody else. And we'll see you again.
Bye.
Bye. Wait, am I supposed to play their music again?
Yeah. Play our song.
Play it again, Sam.
Play it, babe.
Jenn and Coco sit by the fire, talking about the tales that never tire. Ghosts and ghouls up in the trees, whispering secrets on the breeze. Down in the holler where shadows hide, lights flicker where the spirits glide. They swear they saw Jim, now gone, walking around with his boots still on. Unseen things in the Appalachian night, haunted surely